it's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will put toe to leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the USC Trojans offense has the ball first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Hope. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, all of both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Trojans have their offense in high gear.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page. And you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And he'll bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that being there as a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in this. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Got the 1st down and more. Lots of running room. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got his man. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You can get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they tacked on the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking downfield, it's Pope. Rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Snags it over the middle. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man down the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. He's got it on the right. Breaks the tackle. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Dropping back, it's Pope. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this dude knows how to get after quarterbacks. Last week he had 3 sacks. He gets his first today. I'll tell you what, you better know where he is before the ball snapped every single play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It's complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Here's the pressure. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. It's Buck. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Worked his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Well, it's just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes.
Touchdown, Ohio State! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost twice.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gillian. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Pope. Works the middle of the field. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He'll keep it himself. Nice move to keep running. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Makes a move. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on second down. Working that left side now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They go to the ground. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking for a man, it's Pope. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Hands it off. Thrust that arm out. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got a man. It's McLeod. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He's got him. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And it's no good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Pope. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Looking for a man. It's Pope. Going deep. And it's slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's on target and complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to throw, it's Pope. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll open this third quarter with a run. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's McLeod. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Fires to the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hit.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Back to throw, it's Pope. Fires left. Got his man downfield. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's caught. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but still a good game.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Buckeyes come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's McLeod. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Buckeyes are on the move. From the gun, the running back has it. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether. 3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on the 4th.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Get it out on the screen. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Harvey. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Pope. Finds his big tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Pope. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Off play action. Catch in the middle. It's McLeod. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Everything went right on that play except the receiver going out of bounds. It's late in the fourth. You've got the lead. You're just trying to bleed the clock as much as possible. Just got to have better awareness on the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Charles. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on their defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 32 over Boston College. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now improvising. At the 35, he's open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Pope. Pocket breaking down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Give to the back.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Wants to throw. It's Pope. Makes the catch.
Look, it's a nice gain, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you've got to be throwing at least to the first down markers, or you've got to be throwing to the sidelines to get out of bounds.
Fires to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Got his man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And
he lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The corners are walked up tight. To the air, it's Pope. It's complete.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And his throw is incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And that kick makes it a one-score game, but a lot of work left. Only one timeout left. We've got to get an onside kick. We don't have time to kick it and play defense and get the football back. Onside unit, what's your best look, man? Because you're going to need it right here.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably...
There he goes! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.